Hi, I'm Smaran, aka CFW, and I am an NFT artist. Check out my NFT drops at nft.wazirex.org. Yeah, the full form of CFW itself is chapters from within. So basically, that's where my inspiration comes from my experiences throughout my life, and things to do with my emotions and with the people I meet, the things I do, and the moments I make. So I've been making art ever since I was a kid, and my early days went with creating doodles, and I'm happy that my mom still has a lot of my old work when I was a kid. And I remember teachers were very upset because instead of science diagrams, I used to do a lot of doodles, right? And that's how I've been into art all along. And 2014 is when I got into. So I also make travel videos and travel films. So I love film, cinema, photo. And so basically, I think for me as a person, visual media is the only way I know how to express, and that's how I'm related with art. And yeah, so 2014 is when I started putting all of this into a streamlined form, where I got more active on social media, put stuff out there, and started experimenting with all sorts of visual mediums. Right, so whenever someone talks about the tools that go behind making an artwork, I kind of take it personally because I feel it puts away from the artwork itself and people are more focused on the tools I use to make it happen. But that's just my thought. And so, what I work with is almost anything that's digital. So, basically, for the 3D illustrations, I use a lot of Cinema 4D, sometimes DAZ, a lot of marvelous design if I have to create outfits, and then also, along with that, I work with Photoshop for illustrations, for 2D stuff, and for videos and music. I use the Adobe suite like Premiere Pro, After Effects, and everything that I can get my hands on, sort of like a jack of all trades. I mean, digital art is just fun, to be honest. I mean, anyone who's ever created art, the digital medium will agree with me because there's so many things you can do, so many experiments that you can work with. You can change the colors, you can see what works, what doesn't, and you always have this one extra tool of redo, changing things. And you can make mistakes, you can learn, you can rub them, you can do it again, and that's the best thing, according to me, why digital art. And NFTs, I just wanted to get on board as soon as I can because what caught my eye when people sold his artwork for $69 million, if I'm not wrong. And that's when I was like, okay, this thing has value. Like, I never ever imagined my digital art could be sold. Yes, I've got people asking me for prints, for physical prints, but it's not quite as extreme as NFTs, right? And that's why I wanted to jump on board and be as early to the space that I can because I know this is not going anywhere. It's only going upwards and it's just growing strong. Yeah, the piece that I have on Wazirex right now is a collection of three artworks titled Anima. So, Anima in Latin means soul, right? And I come from Mangalore, South India, and here we do something called a spirit worship, Bhutakola, and it's got to do a lot with spirit, right? Paganism and worshipping the elements, right? And that's where Anima comes. Like I wanted to take all of us on a journey that you, me, or everyone in the NFT community is going through. It's a voyage that none of us have experienced, and it's larger than life, and no one has any idea where we're heading. And but you have faith. We're all going in a good direction. Everyone's supporting each other, and that is the idea behind the piece. So the original artwork is 4,000 pixels by 5,000 pixels, right? And there's so many nice details in it. I wish there was like a zooming function, but not yet. So you can see a lot of things there, and that's I think is something exciting for me. So whenever a collector finds it, I want him to experience all those fine little details. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to take people's example. He was making art even before, there were platforms to showcase the digital art since 13 years. So that just shows that, technology and art is coming together, and art will forever go on. And that's why this amazing aspect of NFT, like, and these properties that it comes with, like royalties and the blockchain technology, and all of this is just revolutionizing the way we work, we operate, and I think we are going on a positive and right path. And I just wish more people are early adopters. Otherwise, it's just going to be like Bitcoin. People were always like suspecting Bitcoin, but look where it is now, and it's not stopping. Yeah, so I come from India, right? So I can kind of tell you there are quite a bit of roadblocks, especially for an Indian artist, because even though we've had centuries of beautiful art flourish in our country, Indian folks, Indian parents are still a little, skeptical about their kids pursuing art field, and we always have this. I don't know from where it originated, but like science and arts and commerce, and this is weird branching of education. It's just, I don't know. We've made a very bad. We've set up folks. The people before us have set bad examples, and that's not how we should move forward. Because for me personally, art is something that's so integral to the working of the entire world. And I just encourage more people, even if you're an artist watching this, I encourage you to keep doing stuff. Don't stop. Like there are so many reasons for you to stop, but find the reason for you to keep making art if that's what you love. And you don't need a lot of technology. You don't need, you don't have to do it as a digital artist. You don't have to do it as a visual artist. You can do it in any way you want.